ACCUPLACER Next Generation Arithmetic Study Guide. Question 1. During an ACCUPLACER practice session, 4 packets contain 9 arithmetic cards each, and 18 extra cards are added. How many cards are there altogether? Option A, 31, Option B, 18, Option C, 54, Option D, 198. The correct answer is Option C, 54. Multiply 4 by 9 to get 36, then add 18 extra cards for a total of 54. Choice A gives 31, which adds the 3 numbers instead of multiplying the packets by the cards in each packet, and choice B gives 18, which subtracts the extra cards instead of adding them. Choice D gives 198, which adds the extra cards to the packet count before multiplying. Question 2. Which number of pencils will be in each study kit if 126 pencils are divided equally among 9 kits? Option A, 135, Option B, 117, Option C, 23, Option D, 14. The correct answer is Option D, 14. Divide the total number of pencils by the number of kits. 126 divided by 9 equals 14. Choice A gives 135, which adds the group count to the total instead of dividing, and choice B gives 117, which subtracts the group count from the total. Choice C gives 23, which adds the number of groups to the quotient. Question 3. A student has $78 for exam supplies and spends $16.50. How much money remains? Option A, $61.50. Option B, $94.50. Option C, $78. Option D, $62. The correct answer is Option A, $61.50. Subtract the amount spent from the starting amount. $78 minus $16.50 equals $61.50. Choice B gives $94.50, which adds the spending to the starting amount, and choice C gives $78, which keeps the original amount and does not subtract the purchase. Choice D gives $62, which drops the cents before subtracting, which changes the remaining money. Stressed about your ACCUPLACER exam? We can take ACCUPLACER exam for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 4. If an arithmetic question asks for the value of 4 plus 9 times 10 minus 2, which value should be chosen? Option A, 128, Option B, 92, Option C, 76, Option D, 96. The correct answer is Option B, 92. Apply order of operations by multiplying first. 9 times 10 equals 90, then compute 4 plus 90 minus 2 equals 92. Choice A gives 128, which adds before multiplying and breaks the order of operations, and choice C gives 76, which subtracts inside the multiplication before it is allowed. Choice D gives 96, which adds the final number instead of subtracting it. Question 5. How should a student identify the greatest decimal among 6.22, 6.29, 6.13, and 6.225? Option A, 6.22, Option B, 6.13, Option C, 6.29, Option D, 6.225. The correct answer is Option C, 6.29. Line up the decimal points and compare place values. 6.29 has the greatest value. Choice A gives 6.22, which is smaller once the decimal places are lined up and compared from left to right, and choice B gives 6.13, which is smaller once the decimal places are lined up and compared from left to right. Choice D gives 6.225, which is smaller once the decimal places are lined up and compared from left to right. Question 6. After measuring a practice minus table length of 4.792, which value is 4.792 rounded to the nearest tenth? Option A, 5, Option B, 4.79, Option C, 4.7, Option D, 4.8. The correct answer is Option D, 4.8. The hundredths digit is 9, so the tenths digit rounds up and 4.792 becomes 4.8. Choice A gives 5, which rounds to the nearest whole number instead of the nearest tenth, and choice B gives 4.79, which rounds to the nearest hundredth, which is too many decimal places. Choice C gives 4.7, which truncates the number and ignores the hundredths digit. Question 7. Which fraction is equivalent to 5/8? Option A, 30/48, Option B, 11/14, Option C, 30/14, Option D, 11/48. The correct answer is option A, 30/48. Equivalent fractions are formed by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same non-zero number, so 5/8 times 6/6 equals 30/48. Choice B gives 11/14, which adds the same number to the numerator and denominator, which does not preserve equivalence, and choice C gives 30/14, which multiplies only the numerator while changing the denominator by addition. Choice D gives 11/48, which changes both parts in different ways instead of multiplying both by the same factor. Question 8. How can the fraction 20/25 be written in simplest form? Option A, 4/25, option B, 4/5, option C, 20/5, option D, 9/10. The correct answer is option B, 4/5. Divide both 20 and 25 by their common factor 5 to get 4/5. Choice A gives 4/25, which divides only the numerator by the common factor, and choice C gives 20/5, which divides only the denominator by the common factor. Choice D gives 9/10, which uses addition rather than reducing by a common factor. Are you looking for ACCUPLACER exam actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access ACCUPLACER exam study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get ACCUPLACER exam answer key today. Question 9. The sum of 5/12 and 1/4 is which value? Option A, 3/8, option B, 1/6, option C, 2/3, option D, 5/48. The correct answer is option C, 2/3. Use a common denominator and add the fractional parts. 5/12 plus 1/4 equals 2/3. Choice A gives 3/8, which adds denominators as well as numerators, and choice B gives 1/6, which subtracts the fractions instead of adding them. Choice D gives 5/48, which multiplies the fractions instead of finding their sum. Question 10. A recipe uses 7/8 cup of flour and then removes 5/8 cup. Which fraction of a cup remains? Option A, 1/8, option B, 3/2, option C, 3/4, option D, 1/4. The correct answer is option D, 1/4. Because the denominators are the same, subtract only the numerators. 7 minus 5 equals 2, giving 1/4. Choice A gives 1/8, which subtracts the numerators but also changes the denominator, and choice B gives 3/2, which adds the numerators instead of subtracting them. Choice C gives 3/4, which adds both numerators and denominators. Question 11. One practice shortcut asks for 1/2 times 3/5. Which product is correct? Option A, 3/10, option B, 11/10, option C, 3/7, option D, 2/5. The correct answer is option A, 3/10. Multiply straight across. 1 times 3 equals 3 and 2 times 5 equals 10, which simplifies to 3/10. Choice B gives 11/10, which adds the fractions instead of multiplying numerators and denominators, and choice C gives 3/7, which multiplies the numerators but adds the denominators. Choice D gives 2/5, which adds the numerators while multiplying the denominators. Question 12. When dividing 2/3 by May 6, which quotient should a test taker select? Option A, 5/9, option B, 4/5, option C, 5/4, option D, 3/2. The correct answer is option B, 4/5. Keep 2/3, change division to multiplication, and use the reciprocal 6/5. The quotient simplifies to 4/5. Choice A gives 5/9, which multiplies by the divisor instead of multiplying by its reciprocal, and choice C gives 5/4, which flips the first fraction rather than the second fraction. Choice D gives 3/2, which adds the two fractions instead of dividing. Question 13. If a student studies 5.5 hours on Monday and 2 1/4 hours on Tuesday, how many hours does the student study in all? Option A, 7, option B, 7 3/8, option C, 7 3/4, option D, 7 1/4. The correct answer is option C, 7 3/4. Add the whole numbers and the fractional parts separately, then simplify. 5.5 plus 2 1/4 equals 7 3/4. Choice A gives 7, which ignores the fractional parts completely, and choice B gives 7 3/8, which adds the denominators when combining the fractional parts. Choice D gives 7 1/4, which subtracts the fractional parts rather than adding them. Question 14. At a bookstore, one workbook costs $26.95 and a set of note cards costs $23.25. How much do they cost together? Option A, $3.70, option B, $51.20, option C, $49, Option D, $50.20. The correct answer is option D, $50.20. Add dollars and cents carefully. $26.95 plus $23.25 equals $50.20. Choice A gives $3.70, which subtracts the prices instead of adding both costs, and choice B gives $51.20, which adds an extra dollar that is not part of the purchase. Choice C gives $49, which adds only whole dollars and ignores the cents. Question 15. A recipe uses 1.07 cups of oats per batch. How many cups are needed for 3 batches? Option A, 3.21. Option B, 4.07. Option C, 4.28. Option D, 0.321. The correct answer is option A, 3.21. Multiply the amount per batch by the number of batches. 1.07 times 3 equals 3.21. Choice B gives 4.07, which adds the number of batches to the amount per batch, and choice C gives 4.28, which uses one extra batch. Choice D gives 0.321, which moves the decimal point one place too far left. Question 16. Which number is 75% of 1,200? Option A, 1,275. Option B, 900. Option C, 1,125. Option D, 75. The correct answer is option B, 900. Convert 75% to 75/100 and multiply by 1,200, giving 900. Choice A gives 1,275, which adds the percent number to the original amount, and choice C gives 1,125, which subtracts the percent number as if it were a whole minus number amount. Choice D gives 75, which uses the percent value itself rather than taking that percent of the amount. Question 17. During a review sale, a calculator priced at $88 is discounted by 10%. What is the sale price? Option A, $8.80. Option B, $96.80. Option C, $79.20. Option D, $78. The correct answer is option C, $79.20. First find the discount. 10% of $88 equals $8.80, then subtract it to get $79.20. Choice A gives $8.80, which finds only the discount amount, not the final sale price, and choice B gives $96.80, which adds the discount instead of subtracting it. Choice D gives $78, which subtracts the percent number as dollars rather than as a percent of the price. Question 18. After a tutoring center increases its weekly practice minus question goal from 170 by 20%, how many questions are in the new goal for practice set 8? Option A, 190. Option B, 136. Option C, 34. Option D, 204. The correct answer is option D, 204. Find 20% of 170 to get 34, then add the increase to the original goal for 204. Choice A gives 190, which adds the percent number directly to the original count, and choice B gives 136, which decreases the amount by the percent instead of increasing it. Choice C gives 34, which reports only the amount of increase rather than the new total. Stressed about your ACCUPLACER exam? We can take ACCUPLACER exam for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 19. A classroom mix uses 2 blue tiles for every 3 yellow tiles. If 6 blue tiles are used, how many yellow tiles are needed? Option A, 9. Option B, 5. Option C, 7. Option D, 6. The correct answer is option A, 9. The blue tiles were multiplied by 3, so the yellow tiles must also be multiplied by 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. Choice B gives 5, which adds the original ratio parts instead of scaling the ratio, and choice C gives 7, which uses an incomplete scale factor and does not preserve the ratio. Choice D gives 6, which copies the scaled blue amount instead of finding the matching yellow amount. Question 20. Which unit rate describes a printer that makes 148 pages in 4 minutes? Option A, 152. Option B, 37. Option C, 144. Option D, 4. The correct answer is option B, 37. Divide pages by minutes to find pages per minute. 148 divided by 4 equals 37. Choice A gives 152, which adds time to the total page count instead of dividing, and choice C gives 144, which subtracts the minutes from the total page count. Choice D gives 4, which uses the number of minutes as the rate. Question 21. Between the decimal choices, which value is equivalent to 3/4? Option A 0.60, option B 0.13, option C 0.75, option D 0.07. The correct answer is option C, 0.75. Convert the fraction by dividing numerator by denominator. 3 divided by 4 equals 0.75. Choice A gives 0.60, which uses a denominator that is 1 too large, and choice B gives 0.13, which reverses the division relationship between numerator and denominator. Choice D gives 0.07, which treats the numerator and denominator as digits in a percent minus-like number. Question 22. Which list orders 4/5, 20%, 0.42, 0.22 from least to greatest? Option A 4/5, 0.42, 0.22, 20%. Option B 20%, 0.42, 0.22, 4/5. Option C 0.22, 20%, 0.42, 4/5. Option D 20%, 0.22, 0.42, 4/5. The correct answer is option D, 20%, 0.22, 0.42, 4/5. Convert each value to a decimal and compare. 20% equals 0.20, 0.22 equals 0.22, 0.42 equals 0.42, 4/5 equals 0.80, so the least minus to minus greatest order is 20%, 0.22, 0.42, 4/5. Choice A gives 4/5, 0.42, 0.22, 20%, which orders the values from greatest to least, and choice B gives 20%, 0.42, 0.22, 4/5, which switches two middle values after conversion to decimals. Choice C gives 0.22, 20%, 0.42, 4/5, which places the two smallest values in the wrong order. Question 23. For a quick estimate, what is 484 plus 339 plus 190 when each number is rounded to the nearest 10 first? Option A 1010, option B 1013, option C 1000, option D 820. The correct answer is option A, 1010. Round the numbers to 480, 340, and 190, then add them to get 1010. Choice B gives 1013, which uses the exact sum instead of an estimate based on rounding, and choice C gives 1000, which rounds to the nearest 100, which is less precise than the requested nearest 10. Choice D gives 820, which rounds only two of the three numbers. Question 24. Which fraction is closest to 1 among 21 22nds, 10 11ths, 19 21sts, 17 20ths? Option A 10 11ths, option B 21 22nds, option C 19 21sts, option D 17 20ths. The correct answer is option B, 21 22nds. Compare each fraction's distance from 1 21 22nds is only 1 22nd away. Choice A gives 10 11ths, which is 1 11th away from 1, farther than the closest fraction, and choice C gives 19 21sts, which is 2 21sts away from 1, farther than the closest fraction. Choice D gives 17 20ths, which is 3 20ths away from 1, farther than the closest fraction. Question 25. A class buys 6 packs with 11 pencils in each pack and shares all pencils equally among 6 students. How many pencils does each student receive for practice set 8? Option A 2, option B 72, option C 11, option D 1. The correct answer is option C, 11. First multiply 6 times 11 to get 66 pencils, then divide by 6 students to get 11. Choice A gives 2, which adds packs and pencils per pack instead of multiplying first, and choice B gives 72, which adds the number of students after finding the total pencils. Choice D gives 1, which divides only the pencils in one pack by the students.